I've been sipping on ricotta, gon' pop me a bottle, pour me up a drink, yeah, she I've been sipping on ricotta, gon' pop me a bottle, pour me up a drink, yeah. She been sipping on ricotta, gon' pour her a bottle, pour her up a drink, pour us up a drink, a ricotta. We gon' have a drink, a ricotta. Everybody drinking, ricotta. Get you some, get you some ricotta. Ooh, I've been sipping on ricotta. I've been sipping on ricotta. I've been sipping on ricotta. Ricotta or more. Drink like a boss.
Coming to you live. Soul City Studios from the basement of Sherman Phoenix.
Yeah, black excellence. I am excellently black with intelligence. I am heaven sent. You are now tuned in to the Slick Talk with Scales podcast.
Check. We live. We here, man. Episode 68. Slick Talk with Scales podcast. If you just tuning in, please share like I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? I got the gang in the building with me. Got Don just ran upstairs to do something for me right quick. So give him a second to get back down here and we'll get into it. But like I said, this is the Slick Talk with Scales podcast. We are back. We are lit. 48 hours later. And it's on. Shout out my dog, Lewis, in the building. Yeah, we're going to do an actual transaction on camera. Come here. Yeah, bring me my drip. Also, shout out to my dog, Trail Made It, for my t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? He came on here the last week, Thursday, and did a giveaway. He gave away some t-shirts and shit to our listeners and to the crew. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have a small with him, and y'all know I'm extra schmedium. So he pulled up on me in the hood and brought me my shirt. Made me feel more special than you niggas. My shit exclusive. You feel me? You dig me? My shit exclusive, fam. Huh? I gotta grow up.
You gotta start wearing a medium.
Do I? A medium?
Yes.
What, you want me to eat some steaks?
My nigga said extra medium.
Yeah.
Extra medium.
Extra medium. You hear me though? Man. Hey, so look, bro. So I'm going through your Insta story last night, and I'm like, when I seen that pink motherfucker come on the screen, I'm like, if that size say anything other than small, it's gonna be a problem. You hear me? Shout out my dog Lewis in the building, man. Y'all know who the fuck he is, man. Scumbag, man. Nigga printing up everything. No, I'm breaking bread with my nigga. You see me doing transactions, black businesses. You know what I'm saying? We support black business right here on Slick Talk with Scales. So you just seen a live transaction right on camera.
I'm mad as
Promote your brand here at the Slick Talk with Scales podcast. We have premium placements and sponsorship opportunities across the web, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, and iHeartRadio. We got them all. Reach thousands of savvy listeners through targeted advertising at Slick Talk with Scales podcast. You can reach us at slicktalkwithscales@gmail.com or simply give us a call at 414-367-8011. That's 414-367-8011. Reach thousands of listeners through targeted advertising with Slick Talk with Scales podcast, a dope-ass podcast.
We're looking real ashy today. Lord.
Should I keep this on or keep it off?
Keep it off. Lord.
That motherfucker.
Look at him with the girl's medium.
Well, see, this is the thing, right? You know, when you frequent with a lot of lady visitors or lady friends, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they want to wear your shit, right?
You know what I'm saying? I like my bitches a little rotund. So okay, none of these hoes fit these. You feel me? So I get small, so my hoodies stay with me.
That's smart. That's smart.
You get them big ass hoodies, they like to steal those. When I used to buy them big, I don't have any of those anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah. Shout out to Lou pulling up on me, dropping off the scumbag. Shout out my dog Trail made it for the tea. You know what I'm saying? He dropped off teas last week to the pod. You know what I'm saying?
Merch man. Yeah, that's me.
Merch man. That's me.
Promote your brand here at the Slick Talk with Scales podcast.
Attitude.
Tell me your size.
I need the Care Bear joint.
XL. I mess with L's too.
Yeah, I need that Care Bear joint. You hear me?
Promote your brand here at the Slick Talk with Scales podcast.
I must ask.
If you can get them girls in there, huh?
Are we on?
Huh, Sheree?
Yes, we are.
We are live, right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we live.
What's happening?
Yeah.
What's happening, y'all?
Who said we
It's on
going
the
live?
script right now.
Y'all forgot?
How y'all doing? We all
They said
script.
Lewis with the drop-offs. Yeah, Camille
Yeah.
was on a meal. Like I said, man, share this episode if you just tuning in. Share, please. Yeah, that boy made it. That's my dog. Salute to you, brother.
That's the one he dropped off the other day?
Yeah, to the crib.
Oh, okay. Okay. Exclusive, John. Exclusive. New shit.
Yeah, that's how I go. Yeah, if you can get the girls in there, that's yours.
Yeah.
You can get the girls in there?
Can the girls get in there? Can you squeeze them in there?
Get in there. Get in there. Yeah. Get in there. Hey, big girl, back it up. In your back. What size is that?
That's
Oh shit. No.
look at him. The everyday that
It's a
the
orange one with a
everyday
bear
bear.
on it? Like this one. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Get you some matching joints. I'll take it to him.
Who?
Shaw.
Oh, Shaw. Okay.
Yep. I need this joint ASAP. ASAPishly.
Yes, sir. So y'all know how we do this shit, man.
Cool. I fuck with red.
You know, we do this shit. This is episode 68 of the Slick Talk with Scales podcast. The name of this episode is Rat Life. We got the homie Donovan Sherrod in the building. He back because last time he was here, I had the homie Rich P in the building with him, and we talked about some other shit, but he had some shit he wanted to get off his chest then. So I told him, give me about 2 weeks and you can come back and pop your shit. You know what I'm saying? So he back in the building with us. But like I always do about this time, let me introduce the gang. Shout out to Don in the building.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Suave Banana Clip 187 in the house.
Banana clip.
Like chocolates.
Yeah.
Hmm?
These are auto-generated.
They auto-generated.
Mine.
No,
from Microsoft.
They auto-generated.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
Sure.
Also, you know, it's warming up. So Tuesday she was on somebody's balcony and couldn't come fuck with us. You know what I'm saying?
Where them pictures
Yeah,
at?
because it's been 60 degrees
Where
this
the
week,
pictures at?
and she couldn't wait.
We want
You know what I'm
to. We want to
saying?
see the new bad bitch on the balcony
I didn't
pictures
take
you took
any.
on Tuesday.
She couldn't wait.
I didn't take
You know
any.
what I'm saying?
For sure you did.
I did not.
Hey.
As soon as it get a solid 60, I'm changing my name and my phone back to Hot Girl Reed. So be prepared.
Cue the music, please.
Yeah, cue the music, please.
Tamika said, "I'm gonna just start coming. I'm gonna start coming just for the merch drop-offs." Right? It's starting to get very frequent around this motherfucker. Y'all better start pulling up.
That's because we got you here.
You never know. I might wear they shit in somebody's video, right? Because I'm in everybody's music video now and shit. Video vixen. So yeah, like we always do about this time, I got the baddest bitch on the balcony in the building with me. Cherie, say what up to the people.
What's popping, everybody?
Yeah.
Hey,
what?
That's how you get.
And then my super producer sitting off camera, Canned in the building. Say what up to the people.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Yeah. So, and then special guest, I didn't know, sliding through with merch because we had a transaction we had to do, and it was around the same time I was Showtime. But he always welcome anywhere the fuck I'm at. He can pull up A1 red carpet access, lemon pepper Lou, Milwaukee to Atlanta Lou, non-stop bankroll Lou, 24/7 shop don't close Lou. My office hours are from 24/7. Right. You know what I'm saying? Not 9 to 5. Lou in the building from the Milwaukee's most known unknown podcast. You know what I'm saying? From the clothing line, and just plug all your shit right quick, man.
I guess most importantly from the Vasquez marriage, and then
absolutely. Shout out Big Rach. Shout out Big Rach in this bitch.
You know, she don't even let me get a status by myself. So if I don't shout her out now, I'm trouble like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Shit, you know, MKU Louis V on Instagram, Vasquez .printing CO on Instagram. Rock with me, like you said. I'm always open.
For sure.
Man, shout out to the only light-skinned nigga in the city I like. This is my nigga right here.
They say I got a dark skin aura.
Yeah, he do.
He moved like a dark-skinned nigga.
Yeah. But I'm still a dark nigga. Ain't
right.
What Drake said?
I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dark nigga.
I'm still getting royalties off that line. I sent that.
So speaking of dark niggas, you know what I'm saying? We got the homie Donovan in the building, you know what I mean? So before I even get into my usual mic check 1, 2, what I do in this motherfucker for 2 hours, I'm gonna give you the floor right now. You know what I'm saying? To get off your chest what you gotta get off your chest, and we're gonna go from there.
What's good, man? It's the nigga Donovan Sherrod, man. Mr. Let me pop my shit real fast, you feel me? I got a project that just dropped 2/12/21 called Underrated. You feel me? Go get this hoe, because it's definitely pressure right now. I definitely got the best CD in Milwaukee. Hands down, ain't no questions about it. Go check this hoe out. Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Tidal, Deezer, Pandora, iHeartRadio, wherever you at. Check the project out. I got a mixtape release party coming March 23rd at JC Notes. I made that free for everybody, so that's free.
So it's free, no cover.
I made that free for everybody, no cover.
Open bar?
I was gonna do a bar, but that was gonna be bad.
So,
no open
No,
bar.
you
man.
did enough.
You did enough.
No bar, but it's free for everybody.
Yeah,
Come
what's
do a
up?
fuck with a kid. You see what I'm saying? I'm doing drop offs with my CDs. I'm pulling up. You see what I'm saying? It is gonna be at JC Notes right off of 35th and or 37th in Silver Spring. I mean 37th in what's that? Villard, right there. 37th in Villard.
Yeah.
Come turn up, free for everybody. March 23rd, man. Let's turn up. Let's have a ball. Let's get ready to get to know Mr. Donovan Sherrod. You feel?
So what else should they know about Donovan Sherrod? Like, what should they know about the music? Where did it come from? How did it start? You know what I'm saying? The whole nine.
Listen, my music. A lot of people, a lot of people don't know. I only start rapping in 2018. I started rapping because my fiance died.
Okay.
My fiance died. She was pregnant. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I only started rapping because she died. I needed an outlet. I ended up moving, left to Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? Then left to Florida. Then just start traveling and shit. I only started doing music to tell my stories. I'm not one of them niggas that's been doing music for 10, 15, 16, 20 years.
For
It's
sure.
been like, oh, this was a dream. I ain't give a fuck about music. You feel me? Like I started doing music for real.
As a form of therapy.
As a form, like,
it was
yeah,
like a
for
release
real.
for
Like,
you. For sure.
You ever heard people say music saved my life?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that shit saved my life for real.
For
Like
sure.
for real. Like
For sure.
so I started doing the little covers. I started doing little challenges, telling. Well, I really started off just telling little stories, you know what I'm saying, shit I was going through and how that shit happening when you had a motherfucker have a stroke in your arms and you know what I'm saying, you got to be in the hospitals and doctors telling you people gonna die. I started telling stories about what a nigga was going through to get a release. And then once I did that, I stopped doing music like real fast. And everybody was like, man, come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell us some more stories. So shit, I got into telling stories about my life, like my real life. Like anything that happened, like if you catch me in a story saying I got robbed, shit, I got robbed. You feel me? Like you catch me saying I shot that nigga. It is what it is, allegedly. You see what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? Like respectfully though, like it's this my life, my music is really like a part of me. You see what I'm saying? Everything I say is real fucking life. Like it's real shit. Like I'm a storyteller. If you're not a person who want to hear some music where you can vibe to it, like, damn, I feel that story. You see what I'm saying? Like, damn, I went through some shit like that. If you ain't a person like that, if you ain't a person who had a rough upbringing or a person who had to jump off the porch at a young age or some shit like that, if that ain't you, my music ain't gonna be for you. You see what I'm saying? If you want to hear me capping about having 60 bands, knowing I got about 3,000 on me right now, nah, that ain't me. You want to hear that? You ain't gonna hear that shit. But you gonna hear real shit in mine, and I step behind everything I say, like for real, like big pressure, like big step for real,
big step,
like for real.
So if it was a record on here, because I see the first joint on the album is called Big Stepper.
Like,
but if it was a joint on the album that you would suggest or that you would tell motherfuckers to check out, what's like your favorite or your standout on here?
My favorite record on that whole project, mine personally, is Big Stepper.
Okay.
Because in Big Stepper, I tell everything. Like, and me, like, I tell everything, but I don't tell everything. But me, see, like my artist name is Donovan Sherrod. You see what I'm saying? Like my real name is Donovan Sherrod. Like, I ain't got shit to hide. You see what I'm saying? Like, and my music, I'm putting names and shit out there. Like this nigga caught me lacking. You see what I'm saying? Like, then I'm telling what I did. I went and hit that nigga Granny Bushes. He said, like, it's real shit. Like I tell a lot of stories and a lot of shit that can be fact checked. So that's my favorite song. Like it's my favorite song.
So that's why it's probably why it's the first joint.
That's why I opened it up. I opened it up just to get motherfuckers. Welcome
to
So this is a snippet of
real fast, you feel me? Like,
this is a snippet of Big Stepper from Donovan Sherrod, underrated album. Right here, go check it out. It's available on all DSPs, digital platforms.
I don't hang with no niggas. Nowadays, niggas lame. Nah, I don't claim no bitch because
we don't want to get blocked. Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, Mark, I own the fucking rights.
Yeah, we own the rights
Mark.
to this shit that we
everything.
playing on here, but they'll still block.
Yeah, it's still block us. But so you started in 2018. So your first show was No Jokes and Hope?
No Jokes with you. Yeah. Yeah.
I had the pleasure of judging Donovan in his first show, and you did an excellent job. I knew then that everything you put everything into your music, all your passion, all your energy into it, because you have a presence that says, this is me.
That was my song too. I'm me.
Yeah.
I'm me.
Yeah. And so to see your growth in 3 years, like it's remarkable.
Have you shot any videos yet?
I shot 2 videos. This so far, I shot one in 20. I shot 2 videos so far. I shot one in 2018, and then I just dropped another one. Like, see, I ain't. Yeah, I shot 2 videos so far. I ain't gonna get into that. But
you don't gotta go into details.
Yeah. I mean,
I shot 2 so far. You see, this the year of videos.
Okay, that's your next. That's your next one.
This year, this whole year.
Okay. Tamika said, "Spit that shit a cappella."
That's what I was about to. That's where I was getting to. Tamika, damn, slow down, man. I'm building in that.
Tamika, run the show.
Y'all gotta let me do my media thing, man. Relax. Shit. All right, go ahead. Give me some bars, man. Damn, fuck my shit up. I was gonna ignore the comment. Don read the shit. Go ahead, man.
My bad. My bad.
Look, I don't hang with no nigga. Nowadays, niggas lame. Now I don't claim no bitch, cause I ain't got time for no heartbreak and no games. Dog, I don't trust nobody. I done went through too much hurt, felt too much pain. I'm stepping on shit out myself. Me and my Smith & Wesson's the only ones up in this gang. I love the woman. She hurt my feelings by cheating and getting pregnant twice. I love my partners. They turn their enemies over some pussy, put that on my life. I love my best friend. She got distance. I fucking with me. I don't even know why. The only people that was solid that I ever had in my corner is up in the sky. Not acting funny. I'm focused on money, cause I know that they put a smile on my face. I'm not selling my soul for $1, but I sell a rock to a height just to make sure I'm straight. Call me a drug dealer if you want, but I'm not punching the clock like a slave. My bills paid and I got a little stash just in case I get caught to fight a case. I keep a burner. I'm ready to smoke something. Walk them down, make them look at that shit. Niggas be talking all over the internet, telling rumors they up on my dick, all in my mix, like they apply pressure, but without a weapon, a clutch, and a stick. They cannot get with me. They know I embarrassed the fuck out somebody by throwing these fists. No, I ain't flashy and no, I ain't clouded. My name ain't as big as I want it to be. I don't drive foreign. I don't trick off money, and I ain't got 30,000 in my teeth. I don't do parties and stay in the club. I don't like many people, so I stay to me. My attitude bad in the moment. I'm disrespected. I don't think it. I'm ready to leap. Yeesh.
Going crazy. I don't know if we got enough applause in here. Look at the comment. Look at it. This nigga just went crazy. Okay, so I think you might have just set the standard, because besides Baby Drew kicking that acapella verse on here, we ain't had nobody spit down here. So you just set the bar. Motherfucker got to come better than that every time. Every time a rapper come down here, I'm gonna ask him to rap.
One thing that you said you started and you didn't want to rap. You're just trying to, you was going through some shit. And that's how hip hop started. That's literally how hip hop started. It started because cats was looking for a spot to actually just release some shit because they was burning shit down in New York and shit. Like niggas just had a party.
Facts.
Had a good ass time.
I was doing some fucked up shit, man. Like for real. Like I'm glad I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm glad I got in the music for real. I was doing some fucked up shit, man. Like for real, like some fucked up, terrible ass shit. For real.
I think two people to your right can relate.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
We can relate.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. I mean, that's just how this shit go. And I mean, you got to go through something to be able to tell the story. See, that's the whole thing. We don't celebrate enough the people who made it through, because we spend so much time concentrating on the people who died, or you know what I mean, or motherfuckers who went, didn't make it or didn't this type of shit, instead of celebrating and listening to people who made it through. You know what I'm saying? How did you survive? Because that's what makes the story even better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is the resolution or the victory story. You know what I mean? So let them know where they can find you at, man. Everywhere online. If they want some more of that shit that you just kicked right here, because this nigga just went crazy. If you want to check out some more of that shit, let them know where they can find you.
Man, you can find me everywhere. You can find me on YouTube under Donovan Sherrod. You can find me on Spotify under Donovan Sherrod. You can find me You can find me on Tidal. Like I said, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Deezer, Google Play, PlayStation. You find me wherever you want under Donovan Sherrod, man. Like Donovan Sherrod.
I forgot they got a PlayStation channel now.
Man, I'm everywhere. I ain't playing. I just had a fan. On my mama, I just had a fan pay me. Like he cashed at me, like, man, send me that CD. Like I said, I didn't want to do no shipping. He don't even live nowhere fucking near here. He just came. He was like, man, but I've been, you know what I'm saying? Nigga cash at me, like, send me that shit.
That's what you gotta do.
The name of that track is Big Stepper, right?
Yeah, Big Stepper. That's the first song on the
CD.
CD.
Yeah, for sure.
First song.
So man, y'all make sure y'all check out the homie Donovan Sherrod, underrated, man. He just came in here and set the tone for my 16 bar challenge I'm gonna start doing on the show every time I got a rapper down here.
First take, though.
Yeah, first take.
Hey, listen.
Not a stumble, fumble, not a hold up, wait a minute, none of that shit.
Right.
Man,
That's what
look,
it's
I thought they just wanted to hear something off the little album. Shit, I could have been a 16 and really apply pressure.
I mean, if you got some more, I mean, you want to give them another one, you can. It's on you.
Don't make me get funk flex in this
Man,
Yeah,
I'm telling
you,
I pop big shit, man, for real.
Yeah, you know.
Like, yeah, come on, son. If you got some more bars, spit some more bars, son.
Yeah,
Let's go.
If you want to give
Master
another
Flex.
one, go ahead.
Man, listen. I get all this.
Mm-hmm.
This is facts. I just bought another Smith & Wesson, that bitch compact. MP 9 2.0 15 round mag with no thumb safety. Quick draw, McGraw, shoot fast, because I got paranoia about some issues in my mind bag. These niggas be all jacked, but I'm really gonna draw back. I be speaking hard facts because I done sold hard crack. Hustling in them streets, I done been robbed, jumped and all that. So I be keeping it funky. This is my life. It ain't no jaw jack. But speaking about that nigga that robbed me, actually dog at. Every nigga that didn't ever try me, damn near all whacked. And I ain't admitting this shit. I pleaded fifth on all that. But niggas that didn't try me on the shirt made them fall back. My first case was in 08. Boy, that shit was all bad. Got out in 2010, caught another case. That's all sad. That judicial system wasn't playing, bro. bro. They was on my ass. After 3 more cases, I jumped state. Shit, I did a dash back to Milwaukee because Indiana tried to hang me. Left before my karma came and niggas try to flame me. Heard a lot of people when I left some bitches angry. I know they telling the angel of death she need to claim me. I hope they let that hurt go. I ain't the same me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hope she let that hurt go.
I ain't the same me.
Yo, man, shout out to homie Donovan Sherrod, man. Real rap shit, man. I told you, man. I respect spitters, man. I don't give a fuck what the genre is. You gotta be able to spit.
Yeah.
That's the foundation. And if
bars.
you're doing whatever else around it,
Bars.
I don't really care. As long as you can do that, you got a thumbs up from Scales, man. So shout out to the homie Donovan Sherrod. Make sure y'all go check out his CD, Underrated, man. It's available everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with the homie. So you gonna fuck with us. You gonna stick around, fuck with us on these topics. All right. Lemon Pepper Lou, you got something you want to plug or tell us about? What you got
You got
going
some
on?
bars you want to spit?
Hell no.
No.
I'm
He said, I ain't coming after.
merchandise.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Lou
saying?
said, I ain't coming after.
Hell no, I ain't coming up. What?
Now we gotta get Lou some drinks because I done seen Lou spit.
Hey, no, yeah, listen, man. It's gonna take a lot of drinks for me to do that. Yeah, I ain't finna call the Sandman on me. I'm gonna find out I got a Sandman on the show.
Yeah,
Come out the hallway.
Come out the hallway and yank me out of this motherfucker. I'm straight. I'll be on the balcony with.
So, some crazy shit went on. Well, first of all, the stimulus is on the way. I get that. Oh, Uncle Joe, Moneybag Joe, signed that paperwork today. You know what I'm saying? So the old stimmy is on the way.
Moneybag Joe.
Shout out to all the babies, mamas, because y'all getting $1,400 a baby.
We
You know
did
what
it,
I'm saying?
Joe.
I wish I got taxes.
Y'all kids is brick money right now. Jesus Christ,
I pay taxes.
man.
So
But
getting nutted in came in handy.
yeah, get nutted in and Joe looking out for y'all for all them times your baby daddy was tripping or he came up short and pump faked you or something.
Man.
Fam sent it through. You know
I
what
wish I
mean?
would have raw head wrecked something last year.
Man, shit. $1,400 a baby. Shout out to all the baby daddies that called and made up with their baby mamas this week, and she gonna give you half. Shout out to all my niggas who did that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the baby mamas who ain't giving a nigga shit, and she gonna spend that whole $2,800. You know what I'm saying? Spend that old $2,800.
I ain't getting shit.
Sheesh.
My one shout out to my one man. My one homie. He'll remain nameless, but he had put on somebody's stat today. Like, my kid live with me, and that bitch ain't gonna answer her phone when that check come. He said the baby live with me. She gonna get the check though. Ain't that a bitch?
God.
But it is what it is, man. Money, taxes, payday, all that shit hitting at the same time. So hopefully the hood, you know what I'm saying, can feel good about it because the old stimmy on the way.
Man, do we got a date yet?
I
I
mean,
you know,
he
mine
said-
be landed
Before
first
the end of March.
date.
They
Said
saying before the end of March, but now I heard it might be sooner than that. Because Joe wasn't supposed to sign it until tomorrow, and he signed it a day earlier to speed up the process.
Say it
of
ain't so, Joe.
Of the direct deposits hitting or whatever. So
People shitting on him saying he wasn't keeping his promises.
yeah, it wasn't 2 G's, but it's 1,400. That's cool.
It's 2 G's altogether if you count the other 6.
There's more to it. Too,
Yeah,
though.
it's 2 if you count the other 6. Yeah,
and you can still take advantage of it on your taxes.
Yeah.
Later on in the year. Too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's some ongoing things for the next 3 months.
for sure.
So
I thought what he did was slick. I seen a lot of Republicans saying that it's about to set the country back. You know what I'm saying?
Makes you said next week.
No, they saying next week.
Oh.
They saying as early as next week. I seen that. That's why Joe went to the office today to do it, because I guess Friday would have made it go into the 2-week process or something.
Oh,
so giving people money is going to set us back more than the fact that we saw motherfuckers going there
Hey, I need
and
about 10
storming the
hoodies.
Capitol.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I literally seen Republicans saying that him signing this bill was going to set America back. You know what I'm saying? So
No, that orange motherfucker set us back. We
yeah,
good.
yeah, we good.
We fixing stuff, but I guess it's the perfect time to say I'm gonna have a stimulus sale then.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
put
go.
that out
I
Yeah,
there.
need
I'm
me
gonna
a
have a
couple
stimulus
color
sale.
of these.
Pound
Get 'em ready for
stimulus.
me.
Scummy recovery.
Right.
Put
The
that out there.
recovery
Yep.
package.
Yep.
In other news, the homie Kanye and Kim, their divorce is official, and
Damn.
Kanye changed
Fast track.
all of his phone numbers
I just heard this.
and told Kim K to contact him through his security. So
Damn.
that's where they're at right now. She
Oh,
doesn't.
she must have bust down on him.
Yeah, she doesn't even have his phone number anymore.
She must have broke bad on him.
The divorce was her idea, correct?
I think that's what they were.
Yeah,
doing.
right. The divorce is her idea.
She filed.
She filed. Okay. And this is pretty much like the first statement we're getting from him since the file's been made. He hasn't really said anything, right?
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
But he in Wyoming Remember I was saying he got the shit, so he's in Wyoming.
He went to the ranch. He working on the album.
Yeah, I don't know what he doing, but he changed. My bad. He changed his numbers, and he told her that she has to contact him through his security now. You know what I'm saying? So I thought I'd just share that with y'all. I don't know if niggas think that's player or what that is.
That's some hurt people shit.
I mean,
hurt
people.
He heard that's 808s and heartbreaks.
Yeah, that's 808s and heartbreaks. I hope that's what we finna get from him.
We just might. I
Go
mean, we
in the mountains and cry, my nigga, and come up with
hip hop and
music.
music's in a very emo state.
Yeah,
so he could really get away with that right now,
he
especially post a divorce. We might get a confessions from this nigga right quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I want some Cruel Summer shit.
I'm kind of with you. I want some soul samples and some hip hop.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear. I'm tired of him singing and being weird and shit. I want. Can we just get one of those? He can go back to being weird. Just give me one of those. You know what I'm saying?
I'll fuck with it. As long as it's the old Kanye.
They said Yola said he still goes to the crib to see the kids. She just leaves the kids with the nanny until he leaves her house. It's not that complicated.
Real life, you can't put up with Kanye too long. Like I leave the house too. You know, like here, I'll be back.
You ain't got all the answers, Kim.
I mean, can you imagine her arguments with him?
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying?
He gotta win.
Like if he goes in the house sway mode on her, you can't win that argument with him.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna need his med. That's probably when she come with the med plate. Like, here, dog.
Here.
Take these 45 pills, my nigga, and calm the fuck down.
And you probably can't even shut him up either.
No, hell no. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I hope
we've all argued.
To be honest with you, I hope they could reconcile, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be any reconciliation. In the terms of canceling things, y'all know I was telling y'all the other day how they canceled Pepe Le Pew. You know what I'm saying? They own Miss Piggyback for her harassment of Kermit the Frog. And the guys up in the booth, they used to heckle everybody who performed on the Muppet Show. They own their ass too. Well, comes today that Disney has to put a disclaimer in front of Dumbo, Aristocrats, Peter Pan, and like 5 other movies that I didn't get the name of. Any kids under 7 years old will not be able to view these films anymore. Yeah.
Peter Pan, I understand. I don't understand Dumbo.
Dumbo's got a lot of racial undertones in it.
Okay.
Super. I'm talking about what you call it comes from Dumbo. The 2 vultures.
The crows?
The crow. I mean, the crows come from Dumbo.
Oh, okay.
The nigger crows, the black man voices, the nigga Jim Crow. Jim Crow comes from Dumbo. Aristocrats got a lot of that type of shit in that too. You know what I'm saying? I seen that on some pro-black woke documentaries I was watching on a rabbit hole on YouTube like 5 years ago.
I mean, the story of Peter Pan is about pedophilia.
Yeah, it's about pedophilia. Yeah. And the kids all killed themselves,
Yeah.
really. All the kids are really dead. That's the story of Peter Pan. It's like really a fucked up cryptic story when you break it down for real.
Did
As
not know
a
that.
kid, I'm not thinking about none of that shit.
I'm trying to figure out, are you protecting the parents or the children at this point?
It's the
Are you not killing our childhood memories? Is that what you're trying to save us
It's
from?
too
Like,
late
because
now.
my daughter's not going to figure all of that out. Like, you think it too deep.
What Chris from G's always say? All your heroes are trash.
Yeah, all your heroes are trash. And that seems like that's what they trying to do. You know what I'm saying? With canceling every motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. But I thought I'd share that with y'all too, man, that they trying to cancel some more shit that we grew up on. Another motherfucker that they canceling, and I'm applauding this, is that bitch ass nigga J. Edgar Hoover. They are removing his name from all federal buildings across the United States with his bitch ass. He was a cross-dressing fag that infiltrated Martin Luther King's life, Malcolm X's life, set up all their assassinations. He's a bitch. He also created the projects, Cabrini Green, all of that shit. Used rats in the experiment when he created the project, saw that the rats killed each other, knew that he put poor black people with no money and shit in those places on top of each other in cities like New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. They would kill each other, and that's exactly what the fuck happened. So fuck J. Edgar Hoover. He also set up Fred Hampton. And they're taking his name off of all federal buildings.
I've been trying to tell you for years, J. Edgar Hoover is the scapegoat for that shit.
I mean, he's still a fag.
He lost a battle with the CIA.
He's still a fag. That don't change nothing. And you can say what you want, Don. I heard the tapes, my nigga. I listened to the Martin Luther King tapes, bro. Like, it's a documentary. You can look it up. Like, they got his voices on tape. I don't give a fuck how he got played by the Bush family or whatever. He still was colluding and was a part of that shit. You know what I'm saying? He gave the orders on the Fred Hampton strike. Did nobody over him do that? He called that shot. You see
I believe the Fred Hampton shit.
Yeah, he called that shit. You know what I mean?
Some of that other shit,
That's funny because at the first affordable housing projects were for white people. So that they could actually
live and afford to live after the war.
Exactly. But then they started flipping them and turning them into high rises.
Exactly.
And then those other people left, and they got their affordable housing outside. Then they put the block on our loan opportunity to get our loan. So now we couldn't get the loan. They got the loans. They got it, and had to stay together in the projects.
Yeah,
man.
Think about that. So they're taking his name off of all federal buildings. So I just wanted to salute that.
Well, we all for that one.
Yeah, we all for that. Yeah, we all for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that all the way. Master P announced some pretty cool shit that he wants to do today. He either wants to buy into a historically black college that's already up and running and invest in it and help run it day-to-day operations, or he wants to start his own. So he was looking at trying to go in with a group and start an NBA team, but he said he's backing out of that group, using the money that he was going to use for that and start a university.
That's dope.
A historically black college. So shout out to Master P.
It's an extension of what he was doing with the
IBC. Yeah. And now he's just going to make it historically black.
Yeah,
which makes more sense. You know what I'm saying? So he was saying he got some investors. He didn't want to share their names, but he said they were pretty popular people, and I guess they would announce it once the merger went through or whatever. But he's spearheading it.
I'm sure there's plenty of them that's hitting rock bottom right now that could use a bailout.
Absolutely, they could definitely use a bailout.
Your alma mater could use it.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, Morris Brown could definitely use it, but I believe that's what All-Star Weekday or All-Star Day was about this weekend.
Yeah,
you know, LeBron them raised like $6 million for black colleges. You know what I'm saying? Just in that game, just over the weekend. Like all proceeds went to historically black colleges.
All three of the rest were all
HBCU graduates. You know what I'm saying? Chris Paul has been he's been the biggest vocal voice about this. You know what I'm saying? I guess his mom went to Winston-Salem in North Carolina, where he's from.
Yeah.
So he's very proud of that. You know what I'm saying? And he's been like the NBA voice of bringing this back. I also I got NBA TV on at the crib, and every week they're interviewing players who played historically black college basketball. I didn't realize it was this many niggas that went to HBCUs that's been a part of the NBA or in the NBA or even WNBA women too. It's a lot of them that were drafted out of HBCUs too. So
if they can keep that up, or even like how they start doing like the football stuff, if we can start getting more of these D1 athletes to go
start
to like
going to them schools. Which I like we talked about
so much pressure.
Change the money in the competition for those colleges is you're gonna have to pay because the money coming from the media. They're gonna have to pay.
Yeah. We talked about that a couple months ago on here. Like if LeBron's son goes to Southern, imagine what that does for their program. He only gonna be there 9 months,
right?
Because he going to the league.
They whole little team might as well go HBCU.
Because it's him, Mikey Williams, all of them.
Dwayne Wade's son,
like Manute Bol's son, Bo brother. He committed to Howard.
Yeah.
I know Deion Sanders' son committed to Jackson State.
Yeah,
it's a few other cats that were supposed to go.
Where's Scottie Pippen's son going?
I don't know.
Because he cold.
He cold too, but I think he committed to like a UCLA or some shit.
And Shaq's son? I don't know where Shaq's son going.
I think Shaq and one of them supposed to be going to LSU, and I think the other one's supposed to be going because he got that heart condition.
Oh yeah.
I think he might be going to Georgia though.
Okay.
Yeah, I know both of them are still going D1 or whatever. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that. I thought that was pretty slick on Master P's part. You know what I'm saying? I think he always doing some dope shit. Anyway, you know what I mean? So, salute to P for that, man. You know,
he don't get as much credit as Hope do, but their trajectories in life have been so similar,
and they've been in their walk to fame and stardom started at the same. It started in the same place. They both were signed to Priority before they went to Universal. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Everything Pete touched turn gold.
Yeah. Like even shit that you don't think would work. Like
Rap
the noodles.
snacks.
Like the noodles.
The noodles.
Yeah, like shit that I wouldn't even imagine people would buy. People was buying that shit.
He definitely got the Midas touch.
Yeah.
Did he drop the cereal yet? He had some cereal.
I bet you he has cereal.
Yeah, I think he had cereal.
I think that's gonna be the hardest. That's gonna be the hardest market for him to crack though, because them some old school
General Mills, Kellogg's,
white people.
Hey, I'm looking for him though.
Yeah.
I want some of that cereal.
It's crazy how we as our people, like Don was saying off the air, even with black women, how black women can make everything cool.
Yeah.
Like our people, period. We can just make shit so cool. Like I'm watching the tennis player girl. You know, she like a Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
The chick that
half Asian
girl that the rapper dude date from, you know what I mean, from YBN or whatever. I'm watching her and she's so cool. Like I seen her like off camera, like in the crib with her friends, like, you know what I mean, on her Instagram and shit. And she is like super fucking cool. I'm like, dog, black people is just the shit like that. Like even the corniest shit like chess or anything you think is corny, we can make that shit cool. Golf, tennis, like we make the shit cool.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I mean, you know, niggas wasn't thinking about golf until Tiger
Woods, and he's the biggest cornball of them all, but he's black, though. And when he walked the thing, he looked like a nigga. His walk is like a brother. So we like, until he opened his mouth. Then we be like, oh, this corny ass nigga. But and other than that, we proud. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Venus Serena.
Man,
like,
niggas start watching golf.
Yeah.
Like when he hit golf, niggas start watching. When Venus and Serena got big in tennis, we start watching tennis.
Even when you look at women's basketball,
Yeah.
it was a predominantly white woman sport. Once that motherfucker became black, now you see it's cracking. Now people is talking about it. It's actually got a buzz. You know what I'm saying? Like when most of their faces became fine ass black women, now I see they're trending now. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
15 years ago when like Sue Bird and them, you know what I'm saying? Some of the white girls was it. They wasn't really trending like that. You know what I'm saying? Something I wanted to ask y'all
Help
too.
yourself, Lemon
Help
Pepper.
yourself, brother. Yeah. Oh shit, y'all went through that Stella Rose, huh?
Wow, that was all Donovan. That was all Donovan over here.
No, you
In the
good,
party
bro.
mode.
No, he good. He good. Donovan don't got to do nothing else. This nigga spit 32 bars of flame on here. He ain't got to say shit else if he don't want to. Shit.
Facts. Hey, remind me when the show is over.
Blast, pop the shot already. Like,
No, yeah, that's what this is. That's what I'm about to turn this platform into. I'm making niggas rap when they come up here.
Remind me when the show is over to put that mic in the garbage. He done burned that motherfucker.
Yeah, we're gonna have to replace the cords and all that shit.
Yeah, that motherfucker done.
So I wanted to ask y'all this: what was y'all favorite video game growing up?
System or just like
Just game. Give me three of them. Three of your favorite video games growing up.
I'm going
Mortal Kombat.
Yours is 007 GoldenEye. GoldenEye was smoke.
GoldenEye, yeah.
What was yours? Mine was Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Three.
I loved Mike Tyson Punch Out.
All of them.
All
You
of
know
them.
I'm a gamer, fam. I'm all of them.
So all of them?
All of
It
them.
wasn't Contra. It wasn't like nothing in particular. Just all of them.
Three is a
I didn't
hard
fall in. I
number.
didn't.
Three is a hard. So what you
I
want?
didn't-
5?
Yeah,
Damn,
I
10?
need about 100, but I didn't fall in love with a game until Madden.
Okay, so that's what you would say, Madden.
Yeah, Madden had you up all night.
Yeah, Madden. The early Madden was woo.
Well, I'm a
like
turning
what's called
player. so-
NBA Jam. It was NBA Jam.
Oh yeah, NBA Jam.
NBA Jam at the arcade.
Oh my
Remember
God.
NBA Jam at the
Yes.
Sega
Oh
joint
my
in the
God.
mall?
At Southridge.
And Northridge had one too.
Fire.
Darvingham and Brad Lowhouse.
No, it was Blue Edwards. Blue Edwards.
Blue Edwards, my bad.
I want to say it's like Mortal Kombat.
They said
and
Contra,
Street-
Mario,
and Street Fighter.
Sonic, 007, Super Mario, Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to people who think they could beat me in Mortal Kombat.
Nigga, what
Man,
you want?
listen,
What
what?
system you
I
got?
had to prove something the
You
other
remember
night.
Metal,
What you
Metal
got?
Gear?
I had to
Metal
prove
Gear was
something.
dope.
Oh,
Metal Gear.
I'm a Metal Gear fan.
Metal Gear was
I'm
dope.
cold at Metal Gear.
Nigga, I used to play Zelda, dog.
Oh,
Zelda- yeah,
Zelda
yeah,
the shit.
Zelda was cold, dog. I used to buy the books and
I'd
get
be a
all
Mario
the shit,
Kart
dog.
going
I
crazy.
thought I was cold as Zelda.
You know,
Dog,
Mike Tyson saying he got 50 grand for
You too
Mike
cool.
Tyson Punch Out, yeah.
He too cool now to be sitting around playing Zelda. Nigga, you need to get you a blunt
Yeah.
and sit down and break out an old Zelda. Nigga, you be stuck for
Man,
days.
I bet. I played some of that old shit like 2 years ago.
Yoda said Double Dragon.
Yeah, Double
Double
Dragon
Dragon
was
was
fire.
It's fire.
Double Dragon was fire.
If you were a Sega man, the alternative to that was Streets of Rage.
Streets of
And
Rage.
Man,
Streets
Streets of Rage
was
used to
fire.
be
Streets of Rage was
man,
fire.
skating through. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Y'all play
Two big dudes on the
Ninja
motorcycle.
Gaiden?
Ninja Gaiden was dope.
Gaiden was
Shinobi.
my nigga.
Remember
Come on, man.
I almost wanted to
Shinobi
put
was
Taken in
fire.
there. I used to
Are
play
these
Taken
games
a
from
lot.
the
I'm
too.
a
I
Tekken
love
player.
Taken.
Sega
I'm a
Genesis,
fight
Sega
game
Genesis.
player
These
too.
games we named is from the 90s.
What Primal Rage? Was that one too? Primal Rage.
Primal
That was
Rage,
with Godzilla and,
yeah.
and King Kong.
Yeah,
right?
but yeah, it was kaijus. Yeah.
Okay.
At one game I had
The game you thinking about is Rampage.
That's Rampage.
That's what I'm
Remember
thinking about.
Rampage?
Yeah,
Rampage
yeah.
was cold.
Rampage
I
was
had,
dope as fuck.
in college.
007
That's the
was
only game I
something
had
else,
was NHL hockey.
Hockey.
Ooh, I like
And,
that too.
and they could fight. That's when they fight.
Yeah,
Fight,
when you
yeah.
throw the gloves
Throw the
down.
gloves down and fight.
Double dribble.
Double dribble.
Remember double dribble?
I hated double dribble because niggas was cheesy, man.
You can make
The
that
corner
shot from the
three.
corner.
That corner
It
three.
never missed. It was like a glitch in the game.
God
you never
damn.
missed that,
Niggas
bro.
beat me
Damn, it's called Altered
400
Beast.
to
It was
100.
Altered Beast,
Altered
not
Beast.
Ultra Beast. Altered Beast.
Altered Beast. They said
Anybody say Sonic yet?
Tekken.
Yeah, somebody
said
said
Sonic
Sonic.
a while
Yeah.
ago.
Killer Instinct.
That's what I was
Yep,
thinking.
I
of,
got
Killer
that on the
Instinct.
Xbox.
No, it was
So
something else, though, that
Cherie
was like a
and
shooting
Mookie
game.
said they'd kick your ass in Mortal Kombat, bro.
What system you got?
I remember
First
my
of all,
brother ain't know what that.
First of all,
Because I got 10 and we got 10 and
I
11.
can play on any system. First of all, I can play on any system. First of all,
Which
second
one
of
do you
all,
have?
let me address Sin before I address you, because Sin ask your nigga, can you fuck with me in Mortal Kombat? Because she was talking that same shit till she lost 25 times in a row.
Hey, somebody tag Shay. Shay,
So,
you lost 25
back to
times
you.
in a row.
Back to you. Whenever you want to smoke, my nigga.
What system
we can
you
do
got?
it live on air. I got Xbox.
So do I.
Right.
So send me your gamer tag.
Yeah, gamer tag. We'll
Then
do it
let's
just
do
like
it.
that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? I'll go
Somebody gotta-
live
y'all
on
gotta record
Twitch.
this.
Yeah, because we got a Twitch
I'll
account.
go live on Twitch. And
Slick
and
Talk
I'ma
got a
beat
Twitch
that
account.
ass. I'm gonna beat that ass.
Beat that
properly.
ass to the curb.
Okay.
First fatality, you gotta show some breasts.
No, I'm not.
Oh, damn. I tried it. y'all.
I'm not.
We can't get no cleavage, Ohio,
No.
or nothing.
No cleavage,
No.
Ohio, when you lose.
So you a video
fuck
game?
is
Are you in the
this?
anime?
No, I don't go that
Oh,
far.
okay, but you a video game chick though.
Somewhat.
Video game chicks are sexy.
I'm not like a super gamer. Like,
Dame, whenever you want it,
You
fam.
gaming enough to talk
Channel.
shit right
Yeah,
here.
you game enough to talk crazy to a nigga who used to run a video game store for a living.
because I've been playing this stuff since I was little. So
Whoopsie.
Yeah, that's all you're gonna hear.
In
Whoopsie.
one game, we used to turn off all the like the restrictions and shit on Tiger Woods
Mm-hmm.
and go in. That's some hard ass shit, dude. I learned how to play golf on that shit. That shit is ridiculous.
Hey, the original EA Sports used to be killing that shit, bro.
Mhm.
When they first started those franchises,
EA
like dog,
Sports,
it's in
right.
the game.
It's in the game.
Yeah, they was killing that shit early, bro. Then old Microsoft showed up. Oh, everything changed.
No, it was Sony showed up first. Sony showed up, and that's when the game changed.
I'm
Sony.
talking about as far as sports games. That's when we got the 2K and all that. Was Dreamcast.
Dreamcast.
and all
That was
shit.
Sega.
Oh, that was
That was
Sega.
Sega.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
that
when
was so
2K
cold.
franchise.
Dreamcast was cold.
Dreamcast was the
The
coldest
glitch
system
on that
ever
one,
made.
the glitch on that 2K was we used to do onside kick. I remember beating my little brother like 99 to something
Yeah,
reckless.
because you could
He
always
told on
recover
me.
the
He told
onside
on me.
kick.
ASAP too. We was in trouble. I
Because
think
right
we
now
lost
you got to
privileges
think
for
about
that.
it. The 2K franchise, what? It's just now dying.
Yeah.
Now, like recently,
Yeah.
2K20,
21
2K21. It took 21 years for
21
that
years,
motherfucker to die.
That's crazy. The graphics on there is trash, but they was ridiculous. We thought they were real.
Dog, we thought that shit was so cold
Nigga,
back
that's
then.
square.
When the
What-
first one came out,
And I
Yeah.
think with Dreamcast we used to play. It was like X Games or Tony Hawk. Something.
Tony Hawk.
Yeah, no, it was Tony
the
Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
Then
joint.
it was that's where the one game came from that I think is
Ready
still
to
on
Rumble?
people's phone.
Ready
This-
to Rumble Code.
Is that the Subway game?
The Subway
Oh,
game?
okay. Subway
Subway
Surfer.
Surfers?
No, Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi.
Oh,
Crazy
Yeah.
Taxi was on Dreamcast, bro, and that's like that format, that gaming format. Don is like the game on your phone now. Like that's
Yeah.
how we transitioned into the game on your phone. You know what I'm
Dreamcast was
saying?
the coldest system ever made. The problem that Sega had was Sega always came out with their system first.
Mhm.
So there was the first 16-bit system, first 32-bit system, first 128-bit system, and everybody else could look at them and go, "Okay, well, we just gonna do what y'all doing, but we gonna do it a better way."
Shay talking shit. She said she felt the disturbance of energy on this podcast somewhere.
I'll be to see you tonight.
Just smack her around some more in the
Yep.
game.
All right, I'm smack her around some more.
So since we talking about old school shit, man, Tuesday was the day that we lost Christopher Wallace, Biggie Smalls. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite rappers, one of my biggest influences to why I ever touched the microphone or picked up a pen to do this shit called hip hop, or even the reason why I'm damn near doing this pod, because he's one of the reasons that I love this culture. So he has a documentary on Netflix. If you haven't seen it yet, it's very fucking dope. It showed me that if he was around right now, or if they had social media back then, that his Instagram definitely would have been popping, because his man D-Rock walked around with a camcorder.
Yeah.
And they showed us the PG versions of what was on those tapes, because I can only imagine what was on those tapes for real. You get what I'm saying? Like Biggie Mama was on the documentary, so it's still some shit that they still hiding from Big Mom, because the thing that fucks me up about that is how young him and Tupac was.
Man.
No, that's like really like heartbreaking.
Yeah, they was kids, man.
They were babies, my nigga. And they affected the world the way they did at such a young age like that, bro. Like, that's what the documentary really showed me. Like, I also learned that Biggie was into jazz and he wrote R&B music, all types of shit I didn't know about it. And I'm telling you, I'm a super fan. And I learned something from this documentary, because going into it, when I seen the promo, I'm like, man, I watched everything about Big. What could they teach me new? And I did learn some new shit from this documentary. You know what I'm saying? Also, Can sparked this online the other day about the Hit 'Em Up record.
All right.
You know.
How it's trash.
How it's trash. You know what I'm saying?
It's really trash.
It's really trash. You want me to give you my break? You want us to go into our breakdown on it? Well, first of all, he's the biggest fucking hater. Like, damn near a hater history. Like, he should have been in the hater skit with Dave Chappelle and Charlie Murphy and
hey. I wish all the bad things in the world happened to you and only you.
You and no one else.
And what it wasn't that kind of hate, Can. He hated Biggie that much. Like, the man said,
that's a woman I hate to get in a fight with. She wear underwear with dick holes in it.
The nigga said, first off, that's why I fucked your bitch.
Yeah.
This before he even started spitting bars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? First of all, what do the bitch got to do with what's going on with me?
And
he had to go for the jugular.
He had to go for the jugular, first of all, because he knew he couldn't out-rap Biggie.
Yeah, well, let's start there.
Let's start there.
Yeah.
That's it. But second of all, you started off your verse bragging that you fucked my wife.
Yeah, like that's what this is about.
My wife.
I thought we was on some street shit, boy.
Not my bitch. My wife.
That too. Put that part in there, Don.
But he did what he came to do with the song, though.
Did he?
Yes.
Or were we just caught up in controversy?
No. If we talking about it right now, he did exactly what he wanted to do.
What
with
he
that
was
song.
supposed
He
to do
did
with that
exactly
song.
what he wanted to do. We still having a conversation about it right now.
I don't know if I want to go out and die thinking that motherfucker's gonna dig that shit up and say, "Dog, a whole ass motherfucker for that shit."
Facts.
Right.
That's some whole ass shit.
It really was when you think
He did
about
some
But
whole
at
nigga
that
shit.
time,
He did some whole nigga shit.
No,
It ain't what you call it. It ain't like it was. It ain't gonna be the best in this nigga. But if you looking like I'm gonna make sure I poke at this nigga, like that's what you be on.
Okay, but see, this is my thing, Lou. Not Big had nothing to do with you getting robbed.
but he didn't
Big
know
had
that.
nothing to do with your rape case. Nothing to do with
he
none of
knew
these
that.
things. You picked
knew
me.
that.
You picked me because the people who did that shit to you was some real killers.
Yep.
Haitian
Haitian
Jack,
Jack,
Jimmy
yeah.
Henchman, them niggas is on federal record. First of all, Haitian Jack is banned from America. He can't. He's extradited. He
And
can't
then
even
come
come
here
back
no
to the
more.
United States.
Yeah.
Jimmy Henchman's doing life. So Pop definitely wasn't gonna go with those niggas. First of all, second of all, it's misdirected energy. I could respect it if you had a real gripe. You don't have a real gripe with this man at all.
I say like the shit I didn't like.
I don't know. Like, I'm with the pressure. So the way he came on the song, like, nigga, first off, you feel me?
Yeah, see, like,
But you
I'm
lied.
pressure, like,
But okay, first, is it? See, the thing that I don't want to get into is because I don't know who to believe, Faith or Pac, with what happened. So I'm not gonna go there.
So let's say it's not factual. I mean, it don't matter if it's real or not, dog. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna come out, especially, I don't know, to say like I fucked your bitch or whatever, it's different. If he lying on it, that was already weak. The other part of it was it's been interviews where they like I seen him backstage at whatever show or something.
And I
like that.
told him, like, bro, I'm
Man,
just
whatever.
trying to sell
I'm
records.
just trying to sell records. That's
Pac
weak.
walked right up to
That's
Big
weak.
and told him, I'm just trying to
weak.
sell
But
records.
I think people alluded to this before, like it was his shit was like more theatrics about that shit. Cause you know what I'm saying? I don't think he really was no street dude. It's just
And
like
all-
he fucked
Thank
with
you, Louis.
Death Row.
Go ahead.
It ended up being where they shouldn't have. They should have protected their artists. He just thought like he became a blood with them niggas. Like,
which is why he
oh.
a bitch ass nigga.
So if you watching this platform,
I've been saying that. I've been
if you
saying that for 20 years.
watching this platform, right? I'm from Oakland, California originally. For people who don't know, I didn't move here until I was 10 years old. I used to go back to Oakland all the time. I learned about Tupac when I was very young. He's one of the first rappers I learned about. You know what I'm saying? Very, very young. My mother did breakfasts with the Panthers and his mom in the late 70s, early 80s in Oakland, California. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've got not a direct connection, but I got a connection to him. So when he was coming up in the game, I watched him very closely. First album, love the first album. Second album, love the second album. The third album is one of the greatest albums of all time to me, Me Against the World, one of the greatest bodies of work in hip hop history to me. That's where we fall off at. That's where he loses me at. That's where I jump off the bandwagon with him when he becomes a blood. Get what I'm saying? Because that's not, from what you were telling me, that's not what we was on. Thug life, cool. Crips and blood shit, man.
Well, my thing about Pac, and people, people don't recognize it because they don't work on music and they don't work in the music game and they haven't struggled trying to break into the music game, is that Pac is one of them niggas who just wanted to be a star. He went to art school.
Yeah, he was an actor.
To be an actor. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just wanted to be a star. And so he would do anything and say anything to get to that stardom.
Like, this is how crazy
he was a hoe.
This is how crazy him being mad at Big and Puff about the robbery when now there were statute of limitations are removed.
Yeah.
Haitian Jack and Jimmy Henchman said if they knew Puff and Big was upstairs, they'd have robbed them too. So that's letting you know that they didn't have shit to do with that. Because the robbers are saying, shit, damn, them niggas was up there.
They got on their ass too.
Right. What it took this elevator up?
And people, number one defense for Pac is Big set him up.
Right.
I mean, I heard that so much the other day on Tommy Stat. That's all they was putting on Can Stat the other day.
Let's talk about setup. Who was there in the damn hotel when old girl was screaming rape? Haitian Jack. And actually, she said that they engaged, they fucked too. And they ain't heard shit about that.
Pac didn't say nothing.
Setup.
He didn't say nothing about Haitian Jack until he was dead.
Right.
They put out Machiavelli. Pac was dead. That's the only time. Light skinned, stocky with a Haitian accent. Yeah, he was a dangerous motherfucker.
His name was Haitian Jack.
Haitian Jack was a dangerous motherfucker. So
now take away the fact that his name is Tupac though, and his is anybody in your circle, anybody you know. And he was like, hey, I fucked dog wife. You gonna be like, this whole ass nigga.
Everybody know, man. Listen, first of all, niggas in New York and niggas on the East Coast, period, know not to mess with the Zopam. You don't fuck with them Haitians.
Yeah, them Haitians, yeah.
Them niggas get to yelling Zapase and your ass is dead.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that. Pac is just a bitch ass nigga to me, and he always has been. And if niggas don't like it, fuck it.
You know what? I would say he's a bitch ass nigga for that.
That's what I'm saying. For the blood shit, for kissing Suge's ass. But see, then I look at it like, okay, he was 24 years old. He's never been a street dude. He's in Rikers Island. He has no money, and he's the biggest. He's the biggest nigga in rap at the time. Get what I'm saying? But you in jail with no money. Think about that. Where your head is at that time. You 24 years old. That's why he's so mad at Biggie and everybody. Like, y'all didn't come see me. Y'all didn't send me shit. We shouldn't have had to do that. Lil Wayne didn't need no visitors, nigga. He had money when he went to jail. How did you go to jail broke? How did that happen? But you 23 years old, you signed a fucked up record deal. So then because you in jail and ain't got no money, the only motherfucker you can roll with is Suge.
This nigga.
Because the white labels done banned you. Interscope, you were on Interscope. You got dropped because you went to jail. And the only motherfucker who grabbed you was Suge. Jimmy Iovine said, I'm giving Tupac to you, Suge. Because we don't want nothing to do with him no more.
The story is that while he was in jail, he's getting handled. And that was about to be in the Pac documentary when John Singleton was did it. And they pulled John Singleton out because he had too much truth in that shit.
Yeah.
And they flipped it and just had that little document, that little interview inside the.
What you mean he was getting handled?
They said he was getting handled rough.
He was getting handled rough.
Like he was
begging to get up out that bitch.
I want you.
I don't know if it's not from the reports, but just niggas was trying to hoe him. But it's what I just described, bro. You're playing a character.
Yeah, you playing a character.
And then you go into where the real animals are, and they think you're an animal. You understand what I'm saying? You Tupac, bro. Yeah. They think you're an animal. Like when Mike Tyson went into Marion, when Mike Tyson went into Marion, not only do they know Tyson was a knockout animal, but he's also a street dude. So the street niggas or the animals didn't fuck with Tyson.
Right.
Want no smoke with Tyson. Pac, they smelt it on him. You crying? Are you crying?
Right.
Are you sad that you're in jail? You thug life.
Hey, Pac equivalent to me being Pac.
Yeah.
Just me just all of a sudden, fuck it.
Bro, he's one of my students that I had at art school. You know what I'm saying? When I worked at High School of the Arts, he's one of my students, bro.
Fronting like I'm hard. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, nigga.
Thug life.
Thug life.
That shit show up. Yeah, you get to pretending and all that other shit. If it ain't factual, you get to stumbling over your raps. If it's for real, you gonna spit a hot 16 like bro did without no
Right.
without no stuttering.
No, Tamika, but
pressure in real life. Like I'm like that.
That's what I'm saying.
For real.
Yeah.
Tamika, the real thing is Pac. I think at that time when he went to jail, he had did Juice and Above the Rim,
Yep,
right?
Juice and Above the Rim.
And so that's why people. So he had 3 albums out, hella features, and 2 movies, and he went to jail and didn't have no money.
Man,
So
bro.
that's how he ended up in Suge's lap. I'm just trying to show y'all how he ends up a blood. He didn't even want to be a blood, but he got bought by them.
Yeah.
Suge showed up with the bag. I'll bail you out, but you owe me your life. That's why a lot of people feel like Suge set him up because he was getting ready to leave Death Row.
He was.
I think that's why he put out that music quick though.
Yeah.
Them
Yeah, all
albums
that
he owed
shit.
him. He put that shit
I'm
out.
finna get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the plan.
And they was like, no, and Suge was like, no, you not. Dre left,
Pocket.
Snoop left. You're not about to go nowhere.
Pac is the equivalent of he is exactly what people say when they say you sold your soul. Pac sold his soul.
Did y'all ever see the car? Y'all saw the car, the picture of
Yeah.
the car that was shot up.
Yeah.
How should get out of that? He's the biggest target in that bitch. How did he get out of that?
Man, he used Pac as a shield. Shit.
Huck skinny the bitch.
Yola, I agree with you on that. I know all about what Mobb Deep and Tretch people did for him in prison. But before that, bro, even if you read the Vibe article, he is literally scared. Kevin Powell reports how Pac was scared when he came in to do the interview with him.
Yeah.
And he wanted to go home. He didn't want to be there. Like he wasn't in there on no MC Gusto type shit. Like
Right.
from CB4, he was acting like Chris Rock was acting when he went to jail in the movie. That's how he was acting. And then once he got in there, once niggas found out that niggas was pressing him in there, that's when they called in the favors. Like, man, leave dog alone.
Right.
This Tretch calling from New Jersey, nigga. Leave fam alone. Or this Prodigy from Mobb Deep, big homie. Leave fam alone, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when he got out of jail, Yola, he ended up getting into it with Mobb Deep. He ended up dissing them, and they protected you while you was in jail. One of their homies protected you while you was locked up. You got out of jail, you dissed them. Biggie,
But this is
everybody.
This is the mythos. The mythos of Tupac is that niggas will come in and defend him, and it's all kind of stories about how Pac really was that. But
yeah.
everybody,
Even going back to Oakland.
Yeah.
If you watch the Thug Angel documentary, they're like, man, Pac wasn't no fighter.
right,
Like he wasn't that type of dude.
niggas defend him. They defend him to death. But I'm like, bro, like, why are y'all brainwashed?
That's the only thing I was trying to do is bring the
reality to it. Now that we're older, why can't we? Because when it happened, we were their age or younger. So we had a warped way of looking at it. But now that you older and you know the truth, you can still be a fan of his and be like, he fucked up. There's nothing wrong with that. Like people act like they can't be like, oh, he fucked up.
Or like you ain't never had a dude just turn on you
He's
for no
fucked
reason.
up.
Yeah, like you didn't have a friend just turn on you out of nowhere. Like,
Right.
man, what's up with bro? He tripping.
Dog,
Man was a Gemini. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And
He was acting real light skin. Real light skin, dog.
So I don't know if you've seen it. Hip Hop Uncovered. It's a documentary that's on FX right now, and Haitian Jack is on there. Deb is on there. That's Waka Flocka Mama, the lady that discovered Nicki Minaj, put out Gucci Man. She's on there. Bimmy also, who discovered 50 Cent, and all these people out of New York work for Def Jam, and he's also Waka Flocka's uncle and Deb's brother. Very heavy in the game. And the homie Haitian Jack is on there also, and Big U, and Big U from LA out of Nipsey's camp and Corrupt's camp, and the list is long. He didn't co-sign damn near everybody who done came off the West Coast, and Trick from Detroit is also a part of the documentary. And what this documentary is about the gatekeepers. Like when you get in the game and you want to be on street shit and you're not really a street guy, these are the people you have to hire. If you don't have these people a part of what you're doing, it can end up very badly for you.
Yeah, they would call it that name. Big U did like Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
Like he was out here on the West
Yep.
Coast, but who did he really connect with?
Who did he tap in with? He didn't tap in with nobody.
Not Walk 100, not Waco.
No, not one of us. You know what I'm saying? I hate what happened to him,
For
but
sure.
you know what I'm saying? That's what Big U was saying, but that's what happens in the game. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for Trick. If you don't know about what Trick did for Detroit, Trick did for Detroit what probably needs to happen here, and we've been saying it needed to happen here a long time ago. Motherfuckers cannot come to Detroit and do shows and get that bag, and you do not let Doughboy Cash Out or Sada Baby or Cash Doll or somebody from Detroit locally that's on the way up perform.
And they
Period.
were charging them to do that.
Yeah.
Though, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because I think it was a matter of perspective. From the outside looking in, at first it's like no fly zone because it make you want to just kind of put your chest up like, nigga, what you mean no fly zone? Then you get to listening to it like,
so
okay,
what the message was and what the method and the point and what he was laying his life on the line to do for the future of the city. Now when you look at Detroit, they own.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They mentioned.
Yeah.
Because now when Rick Ross come back to Detroit to do the show, it's 18 Detroit niggas performing before he go up there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And Detroit got some talent.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It ain't no trash niggas.
No, yeah, absolutely. But I'm just saying it's the same thing that can happen here. I see it all the time, bro. I'll be a part of them shows where they book these acts and they charge the local niggas to perform. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is that?
But on the flip side, Trick is like, hey, I put you on. Don't go up there and fuck up.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
For sure.
Or the mentality
sure.
is already you looking at a trick like, I'm not finna drop this.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, put his name on the line for me, big bro. Oh, I got to do it. You know what I'm saying? I got to see this all the way through.
Right.
So yeah, if you get a chance, man, I think the season just ended. It's like 6 or 7 episodes.
Yeah,
it's on Hulu. It's on FX right now. It's called Hip Hop Uncovered.
I'm hoping
very
they do a
dope
season
though.
2, and I'm
I hope they do too.
To see like who else that I would thought and kind of assumed like Jay Prince would have been a part of the conversation about something.
But he might have not wanted. Big U said he reached out to a lot of people. He said a couple of cats didn't. They still active and they didn't want no cameras around what they had going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So Big U not active no more.
He not active no more.
Oh yeah.
After Nipsey, I think after Nipsey's death, he retired.
Yeah, but I think he got some say so on some pool. But
he's still calling shots in the '60s, but he not active. You know what I'm saying?
You heard what he said. He was like when they talked about him and the little Nipsey little altercation and stuff like that. Like, no, he made some move. He apologized, but you still got to be disciplined.
Disciplined, yeah. He said, and he pulled up to discipline Nipsey, and Nipsey brother Black Sam came out, and he told Nip. Big U said he told Nip that I'm gonna let it slide, but honestly, I was supposed to wreck your brother and wreck you because he said your brother ain't got shit to do. Your brother not a part of the flag at all. He ain't even supposed to be speaking. He ain't supposed to be speaking on nation business. Period. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like he ain't supposed to have an opinion in our affairs at all. But I came to y'all parents' house. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And then people were trying to tie that to when Nipsey died, and they was trying to act like Big U didn't care. But I did my homework on it. He did all types of shit behind when Nipsey died, except for kill the nigga that did it. You see what I'm saying? And he was the person that unified all the gangs because even Snoop Dogg said that's the first time he's seen in his life where the 60s, the Bloods, everybody was in one room.
Like, the 60s
after
and
Nipsey
the
died.
Or something like that. That was serious for them.
That was serious for them. You know what I'm saying? They've been warring since the 60s.
Yeah.
And he said when Nipsey died, Big U was the only person that could get all those niggas in one room peacefully. You know what I'm saying?
Them niggas weren't coming out there to that shopping center.
No.
That little corner.
Hell no, it was gonna be a war zone. You know what I'm saying? So where was I? So before we get out of here, we got a few, you know what I mean? We got a little time left. I'm gonna get into some grown folk shit. You know what I'm saying? So do you believe that people that fuck with a lot of people aren't happy? So like a girl who dates a lot of dudes or a nigga that's got a bunch of bitches, do you think deep down in their soul they're not really happy?
Oh, you mean fuck with them a lot of motherfuckers like romantically?
Like romantically.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, not necessarily.
You said you don't think so? What you think?
I can't really say, man. Like, I can't say that I don't think motherfuckers happy. It's like a lot of people is really happy or single for you.
And moving around freely like that.
Free, like, yeah. So
is it an ego thing? I think they where I got this from is it was more pointed, slanted at men trying to say our ego.
I think
we try to cover up being unhappy by sleeping with a bunch of women and shit.
I think anytime you're actively searching for something to add to your life, you're unhappy with where you're at.
Period. That's in anything.
It's in anything.
Interesting. Good answer.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
I want you to stand on that a little bit though, like for real. And I say that
because just because you fucking with people don't mean you actively looking.
Right. Like that's why I want you to stand. Because man, listen, I'm definitely happy in my life. You feel me? Like for real. Like regardless of who I fuck with, how many people I fuck with, like I'm happy in my life. Like I just choose to do certain things. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, are you saying that you allegedly
everything
see a lot of women?
Sir.
Right.
Everything is alleged.
Allegedly. No, what I'm saying is that we sleep with women and we date women because we're trying to fill something, right? Because if it was just about pussy, we could just fuck the same pussy. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to fill something that's missing.
Nah.
You still are. Yeah, you are. You just don't realize it.
No.
Yeah, it's subconscious.
It's subconscious.
It's subconscious because there's, I mean, and it's, you don't have to be unhappy about your life.
Right.
Be unhappy about something that's like, is your brain is so complex. There's pockets in there of unhappiness that you might not even be able to actually articulate, but it's coming out some kind of way. I can't even. I can't.
You might crave companionship and not know it, and so you see different women because, okay, I like her vibe, or I like what she do. I like how she cook. I'm gonna go over here. I like her pussy. Like there's you're using those things to fill in the actual void is that you really want companionship. You really want somebody to be around, somebody to spend time with, and they may not be the right person. So you're going to continue to see different people until you find the right person.
But actually, what you were saying actually makes sense because it's crazy. It's hell must be froze right now because I'm agreeing with you. Just be.
I mean, it's your fault because I'm always right. So,
but the fact that no, we 90% wrong all the time.
Yeah, remember the lady say who told us
whatever.
But if there are moments where I do like a vibe, or I do want something to eat, or I do want to hang out, and that's what I get. And in the moment, all of a sudden, motherfucker like, hey, here, he these draws. All right, I'll take them too.
Right.
Like and that's all. I'm not out there trying to fuck. It was just part of the package. It just came around with it.
It came with it.
It came with it.
Package deal.
Yeah. So it wasn't like I was trying to conquer.
Right.
It was given. But then when the stories we told, you was out there trying to conquer. I was like, nah, not really. Shit, I would have went home that night. Not been all right.
I might go by a chick house. She might cook. The meal be great. And I give her some here, girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just that they do it to us, we do it to them.
It's the vibes, right?
It's all about the vibe
thing,
yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I
mean, how many circumstances have you been in and ain't go for no shit and motherfuckers start grabbing your shit? And you're like, well, shit, it's time.
Right. well,
yeah, it's about that time. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
99.99% of the
but
time.
there is truth to the unhappiness only because of I was just talking to a therapist about depression. And I was like, people talk about depression, anxiety all the time. It's like, no, you are in depressive states and depressed and anxiety and anxious states. You're not depressed. It's just a moment that you are. And when you are, shit, you're vulnerable to all kind of shit.
And it's all situation relatable.
Yeah.
Like it depends on what the situation is, the circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Where your head is at, how you feeling, all of that shit comes into play when you're dealing with that type of shit.
Right.
All right.
Time of day.
Time of day. Interesting.
Yeah.
So y'all know I always got some fuckery or something. So let me read this shit for y'all. All-Star Weekend fuckery is the name of it.
Boy.
My phone locked up. It don't even want me to read this shit to y'all. But hi.
That's how you know it's fucked.
I wanted to share a story with y'all that happened during All-Star Weekend. So me and my homegirls are from New York City, and we headed to Atlanta for All-Star Weekend. So I know this wealthy African guy I know was going to be there for the festivities. And so I would not have to pay for anything. So long story short, this African guy wanted to link up with one of my friends. One of my friends who has a man who doesn't do shit for her and was upset that she went to Atlanta. But meanwhile, she pays all bills, cries, and borrows money from us when he's short on bills. My African guy wanted to link up with her, and he gave her $7,500. I told her just give me 15%, like a finder's fee or a manager's fee for hooking y'all up. So she agreed.
Like a pimp.
Yeah, like a pimp. So she agreed. Then they disappeared to one of the bedroom suites. After an hour, they came back out. We left to go back to our hotel. Throughout the ride back, she doesn't say anything about my percentage. So I'm like, okay, but fast forward, the weekend goes, we party. She still hasn't given me my 15% we agreed on. Called her this week, and the bitch sent me straight to voicemail. Am I tripping? What do y'all think?
I feel like some snitching is afoot.
First of all, I'm not finna agree to nothing I'm not finna fucking give you. So she shouldn't have asked, but the other friend shouldn't have said yes, knowing she wasn't gonna give it to her.
Okay.
Because why the fuck would I ask my friend for a finder's fee? because I plugged y'all, so now you owe me.
I think the friend should have just let them go fuck off some bottles or something, or drinks on them for the weekend instead of asking for the 15%. Like, you got 75.
But she didn't do nothing.
For that?
But she didn't do nothing.
Yeah, the friend just kicked it like it was regular.
Right. She wouldn't have got the 7,500 and hit it. See, and
she probably ain't even knocked that whole 75 in Atlanta neither. She
was being real frugal. She was peeling off that 7,500.
Right.
Like my daddy, dog. My daddy was cold. Now y'all know my daddy used to write songs and shit. He'd come back in town with money. You know, it's 13 of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my pops was cold, bro. I remember one time when I was older, he did it in front of me, and it made me realize, like, damn, this nigga been doing this to me my whole life. So one time I took him to the bank, bro. He cashed a check. I think it was from like Summerfest and some other shit. He had like 13,000 on him. You know what I'm saying? All rolled up. And my dad wore slacks. Don will tell you, take my dad to the grocery store, anywhere. He got on Pop's dress. You know what I'm saying? So he got the money, and we going to pull up on my sisters. And my sisters used to treat him like their mothers, like his baby mamas. Like, yeah, nigga, check that bag. What's happening? That's how my sisters handle my dad. So when we on our way there, he like, JR, don't tell them motherfuckers I got no money, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Pops, I wouldn't tell them you got no money. Like, here go extra 100 for you, as long as you tell them motherfuckers I got no money, right? So we pull up on him. On my mama, nigga, I don't know how he did it. I told you this shit was rubber band rolled up. He peeled off $200 bills out of that 13 G's in his pocket and gave it to my sisters, bro, one apiece. I don't know how he did that. Like, he didn't pull the money out and count it, spread, none of that. He literally went in his pocket.
You just, my daddy called with that shit too.
Like that and gave it to him. I don't know how the fuck it was like a magic trick. You get what I'm saying? I looked at that nigga like, oh, you been doing that to me, dog, this whole time too, nigga. Like, you been having bandos on you, but shit, nigga got 13 kids. He had to get slick with how he pull up with his bankroll on his shorties. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what she was doing all weekend. You know what I mean? Ordering waters at the club. You know what I'm saying? I mean, getting to the club before 11. You know what I'm saying? And cuffing her 7,500. She wasn't fucking around.
First of all, she got to pay the fee. You got to pay the fee anyway. You got a man at home. You know your friend gonna tell that shit.
Oh, you paying to keep it quiet.
Yeah, you gotta pay.
That's why she's spilling the beans today.
Why do I have to pay my friend to be quiet?
I don't think
because she might tell.
What kind of friend are you?
She might tell.
You're not my friend.
She hooked it up.
They tired of you calling them every time fam come up short, so they told you to go fuck the African.
And
if you the friend that ain't never got no money.
Snitch, you're not my friend.
No, she wasn't worried about her snitching. If she kept that money and she was peeling off like that, she bust that money down with dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That bankroll had to make it back home. That's where my head was.
Yep, she probably told dog like, listen,
I done fucked. I feel guilty now and shit. I done fucked this African.
Guilty. I think sometimes motherfuckers just know what will be going on. If you let the motherfucker kind of run you over anyway, and you happen to have, you know what I'm saying, pay bills and all that other shit. Oh, you know what time it is.
He didn't want her to go to Atlanta. So I guess he been sweating her and texting her and bothering her all weekend too, because he didn't even want her to go.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So she came home and bust down the bag with him.
I think. Listen, if you going to work every day and coming down and busting down your check with dog, you finna bust down that little.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
Bust down that little bit of money with him. Look, I came back. I ain't even spend that much while I was here. You crazy.
Kayla said, "Man, pay your friend. That's free bands."
No, yeah, she should have looked out though. She shouldn't have been cheap while she was out.
Definitely should have looked out.
This another thing though. We didn't been to Atlanta. We was out there. We all party. I be to Atlanta 2-3 times a year. A woman really not paying for nothing.
No, that's
Atlanta.
what I just said.
Anyway,
that's what I just said.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So she probably was in there getting treated anyway. And I'm telling you, that 75 made it back. It might have been 62 when it came back. You know what I'm saying? But she bust that down with Buddy. Yep. She might have fronted off like it was tax money or something, but she bust that down with Buddy.
That's crazy. My nigga, if I put you on to something, we ride together.
I mean, I'm gonna take care of you.
Right.
You know, that's how we roll. That's just how me and mine roll, though. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna go fuck it off at the club on us, and I'm gonna give you something. And I'm gonna give you something. You know
nigga, I'm never gonna tell on you, but I'm gonna make you feel.
No, you ain't giving it to me out of guilt. That's just how we roll. Like you ain't giving. You just hit a stang, and I'm your nigga. Like you finna give me. You finna put me on.
Right.
Like it's free bandos right here. You had to fuck for a few minutes and got $7,500.
I think the difference is you asked me for the finder's fee.
Out the gate.
Yeah.
And then
why not just let me be like, we going here. It's on me today.
I'm sure she said in a joking matter. But 50% of jokes is true.
Yeah,
and so
you weren't joking. Don't fucking come at me like that.
She wasn't wrong though. She plugged it.
So that means
she put the play together. If I put the play together,
so
bring me that finder's fee though. Why can't I just offer like, hey?
But y'all don't think
let me plug y'all. Since
y'all
you
think Buddy hit her hand first?
No.
Who?
The African dude. You don't think he would have hit her hand first? If he said she's saying like I want your guy, I can set that up.
No, he gave the money straight to old girl.
I'm saying that's what she's saying.
Yeah,
she's saying
I don't think he hit her hand. I don't think it's a problem if he hit her hand first. She'd have took. I don't think she'd have took it and it'd have been cool.
It's shiesty out here. Yeah,
I know. I know.
Yeah. No, I want to double dip. That's what it is. I'm gonna double dip. I'm gonna need.
But then, if you're trying to double dip, you don't get this butt hurt and take it to Facebook or write an article about it.
Yeah, she wrote the Shade Room. I think she wrote that to the Shade Room.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. It's tough to say.
But I get Lou because they already finessing anyway.
They already finessing. Listen, I know motherfuckers who really be. Listen, it's some young chicks who really be on that. You know what I'm saying? It's some finesse going on both ways. Like, oh yeah, I set that up for you. She probably got her own little. You know what I'm saying? She probably got her Atlanta trip paid for it with dude.
Look what Tamika said. I would have been like, look, bitch, dog wants you and is willing to pay you. Just make sure you take care of me. That's not out of the ordinary. That's not a fucked up thing to say.
But as a friend, you should know I have you already. The problem is
she don't.
And that's their problem.
They have her when dude don't come up short and her bills be short.
They have her all the time and she don't have them.
That's they fucked up friendship because my friend wouldn't even have to ask me.
Because the way this sounds to me is that every other bitch on the trip got a nigga that the hoes don't have a problem with.
Right.
Her nigga's the loser of all the boyfriends in the crew, so you got to go fuck the African for our money this weekend. Right. That's what this sounded like to me.
That's a sad story.
Oh, she had to fuck the African for y'all trip.
Yeah, for y'all trip.
Our trip. This for our trip. This ain't just for
she had to risk her relationship, even though her relationship is fucked up. It's her relationship. Yeah. She had to disrespect her shit. That music.
Oh, he make this shit so much funnier.
Had to disrespect her shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
No, you know what's crazy? As soon as this shit is just, where my 15% at? And it's gone.
And it's gone.
and it's gone.
I'm gonna buy a couple bottles, make sure we get into the club, and it's gone.
A really smart decision, young man. We can put that check in a money market mutual fund. Then we'll reinvest the earnings into foreign currency accounts with compounding interest, and it's gone.
And it's gone. It is gone, ladies and gentlemen. 7,500 to the wind. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's so shiesty, bro.
Dog.
It is
like, look out for your bitch, man. Now I'm to the point where I'm like, as I'm thinking about it, I'm stewing.
Now I'm mad?
Stewing right now. I'm mad. I'm mad.
You mad for
bitch, I'm telling your nigga. I'm telling your nigga. You ain't gonna bust me down? You ain't gonna say shit about it, huh?
I hooked you up.
You think I forgot? I hooked you up.
I know the African.
Right. I know the African. I call it.
I think Shorty kind of like, I should have fucked him for the 75. Then. I think that's what else she thinking now too. In hindsight, she like, I should have just jaded.
So how would the story go if you told?
Like Tamika said, she bust them bands down with her broke ass dude.
Yeah. It's sick though, because that ain't even a G, is it? 15% of that ain't even a G.
No, it's a G.
A G.
A G.
What?
Because 10% is $750.
$750.
Yeah.
So they ain't real friends.
No, at all.
No.
Definitely not.
Because if you will take it that far to tell my nigga, you really ain't my friend.
Like Tamika said, she wouldn't be able to borrow a cup of sugar from me.
How would you tell though? Like, yeah, bro. We was in Atlanta and your bitch on me.
Right. I just want to say what the story sound like.
I hooked her up with this African and what?
Man,
my first phone call would probably be, hey, your bitch owe me. Your bitch owe me $1,000.
Well, he a broke ass nigga. Hold on, time out. He a broke ass nigga though. So what you calling him about money for? He definitely ain't got the money.
It's $11.25.
If anything, you be doing her a favor because then she don't got to deal with that nigga. You still lose.
Man, listen, I'm calling the nigga.
She needs to be done fucking with that nigga anyway.
$11.25, boss. I need my $11.25 by the end of the day, or I'll be calling you this evening.
And he leave, and it should be all right.
Right, the Cash App request, $11.25. Bitch, I need it.
And what you put in the message, the caption bar?
For Africans.
If you know, you know. What's that shit?
If you know, you know. Like Pusha T said.
Look. First off,
right.
That's great.
So another
said, I'm telling on myself first.
Another question I wanted to ask y'all. Should you pay attention to how the person you are now with treated the person they were with before you?
No.
No, different people bring different shit out of people.
Everybody gets treated differently.
That's literally that's universal. That's universal. That's literally that's universal. You can't blame me how I treated her. How I treat you.
So you shouldn't watch nothing from their past?
Behaviors.
She might have brought up the
behaviors. That's what I'm talking about. Behaviors.
So just, I mean, not necessarily how she treated him, but the things she did in and around that relationship. If I'm privy to that information, then there's certain things I'm gonna take from it, and I'm gonna be like, all right.
So when people be in relationships and then they fuck with you and then they lead a person to fuck with you, what's the outlook on those kind of relationships?
She gonna cheat.
I'm saying male or female.
I can only look at it from my perspective, and if the bitch left her man for me,
you never know what a motherfucker dealing with. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that.
What they dealing with in their relationship?
Yeah.
That made her come jump on your dick. Slip and fall on your dick.
Right. Slip, fall, bust a nut on your dick.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, you just can't really tell what a motherfucker go through. You see what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker may really just want somebody that's really gonna show them different, but they in a fucked up ass situation.
Well, leave the situation.
Leave the situation though.
That's easier said than done.
Is it?
I mean, outside of you being physically abused and your life threatened, what's so hard about leaving a relationship?
That'd be well, a lot of people just be content.
Comfort, content.
Like most people be content. Like you got to think about people being.
Like, well,
contentment is not an excuse.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're not gonna be content and then be doing this dick, and then when y'all finally break up, now you finna go with me, and I'm supposed to expect you not to do that shit to me.
Yeah. Kayla said her customer's listening, and he's yelling in her ear to repeat the question.
To repeat the question?
Yeah, repeat the question. Wow.
Should you pay attention to how the person you're with now treated the person they were with before you?
The same way you get them is the same way you lose them. That's what Tamika said. I agree with that.
That's not necessarily true.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily true.
I mean, okay, so
it's a maturation process.
So everything is not an absolute, right?
Yeah,
so you can't say 100% of the time that's how it works. But majority of the time, you are who you are. Man, you was who you was before you got here.
Nah, hell no, fuck all that. Listen,
No,
I don't agree with that. Like, that's just like me personally. Like, I feel like nowadays, especially living in Milwaukee, to find a good woman, like you dead ass gotta steal her from a fucked up ass nigga. Like, that's just reality because people be so content in their situations, they don't want to leave outside of something that they know. You gotta think about it, like, motherfucker got a kid, they've been with this person 5, 6, 7 years. You see what I'm saying? And they content because they don't want to. This might be a good ass woman. This might be a good ass woman, like in real life, good ass woman. But I feel like you personally nowadays, you got to steal a motherfucker from a terrible person. Like people just be trapped in terrible situations, don't know how to get out of.
So I'm trying to figure out, do I got trust issues then? Because
you do.
If you're still like soul tied to him, then I don't trust you. And then even if you leave him completely and you with me, I don't trust you. But I really don't trust you if y'all still got like some type of tie there, where you feel like you can't leave the situation. I'm gonna feel like whenever something happened, you gonna revert back to that.
See, I've been in that type of situation before, where when a motherfucker left me, they went home to somebody else. You was who you was before you got here. Period.
No, I think your authenticity changes based off of who you're dealing with, and if you grow, you might grow into somebody else dealing with somebody else's different circumstance. Just because it's a different person, so their interaction with you is different, so the energy is different, and the energy you emit is going to be different. So you can't say that unless you going with the same kind of person.
I think this conversation too kind of lending itself to like I think like a lot of this would end up being just infidelity. Some relationships like
end over other shit,
but monogamy is not like a deal breaker for some people. You know, they might be doing their thing.
True.
So then you would look at it like, man, hell no, I can't be. But it wouldn't require that person to be a monogamous person for this relationship to work. Some people, you know what I'm saying, top of their shit and paramount is you got to make sure you taking care of your bills and all this other stuff. You take care of home, you kind of do your own thing. That's a little bit different from a motherfucker who require from you that, like, I need a faithful person from this. And you might change for the right person for that because it's required from you. Yeah.
I'm not saying people can't change. I'm saying that it is the history is an indicator of the future. That's a universal saying, and it's true in most accounts.
I just rather you not be with the nigga if I'm gonna change.
Well, how about this? This says Kayla. Kayla says it's irrelevant. What if the nigga whooping?
No, it's irrelevant.
That's what I'm saying. Even for
relevancy.
gene pool.
Yeah.
Like, you laying down with this nigga, you might have a baby with him, and his grandfather might be like a serial rapist or something. Like, you need to know that shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you need to know that just on that.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
it's not irrelevant. Like, people's history is not irrelevant.
The whole what you did before me don't matter. That shit sound cute.
Yeah, it do. But in reality,
day,
you want to know something. Now, you might not want to know it all.
Right.
But you want to know something.
So
who just said this though? Was it like Amanda Seals? I think she just had her. She just said this on Instagram, talking about the stuff that's going on with the royal family or like the firm over there. It's just like I never thought to look into it. It wasn't that important. And she was like, it's absolutely important for you to kind of do some research and know what you're going and getting yourself into.
You know what I'm saying? It's
a show.
Meghan Markle said that because everybody's like, why is she so surprised that they racist and how the fuck you didn't know that? Blah 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 blah. And her answer to Oprah was, I didn't pay no attention to it. I didn't do no research on them people. And our answer to her back in Black America is
why not?
Come on, girl.
Yeah.
I'm not marrying them people and I know their history.
Right.
You marrying into their motherfucking family. You finna have a grandson. Like, you probably need to know what the fuck they was on generations ago.
But on the flip side, we see what Harry did though. He's taking care of her.
Yeah.
That's what she paid attention to.
No, but
regardless what the situation was, the person she was with.
But I'm saying you're gonna have children with these people. I still want to know. Your grandmother might be a saint, but your grandfather might be an alcoholic. So my baby might be an alcoholic at one point. I just need that's simple things I would want to know if I'm gonna lay down and be having babies with motherfuckers.
That's
not necessarily if he lives under a secret cloth like the United Kingdom and what them people represent, a shield. Hell no, he's not gonna tell you that.
Kayla's saying, I don't care what happened before me. We focusing on us. Okay, so let me put this out to you. Let me put this out to you.
He out here Ike Turner.
What if the guy you with now used to fuck dudes? He used to fuck dudes raw.
Wouldn't you want to know that?
Would you want to know that? Or does that not matter because that was before you?
Because they're out there.
Look, there go the laughs. Yep. Go the laughs right there. Yep. Yeah. Go ahead and Philly cheesesteak egg roll me, please. I think she about done. I don't know.
Right.
She talking about she bringing some up here, so I'm waiting on that and some merch. So I'm waiting on all.
Hey, just be ready because I came to drop off a hoodie. I'm waiting on Rachel to call me.
I'm a big person who believes in second chances and that people can change and all that good sounding shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like,
it's crazy because it looks like she would have took into account like everything that she would have heard and passed on him. But this the dude who stood up for it and really, you know what I'm saying, taking care of her.
So something I be fucking with Cherie about all the time on here cracking jokes is you might miss your blessing. She said in that case, yeah.
And in that case, yes.
But if that feeling from him, like maybe like, okay, like maybe she just was secure in knowing in him.
Yeah.
And just securing him.
That's love.
Talk about him in the blogs and her in the blogs. Ain't no telling what's real or fake, but you're gonna get what's real from your person. I
just think she grew up and she lived a very warped life, and she was a Hollywood person, and didn't pay attention to what was going on in their shit because their lives is politics.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not paying attention to them people, but I learned about it. Like when Princess died, I learned about how shiesty them fucking people was. That was 30 years ago. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not, what I'm saying is that's not, I'm not being insensitive to her because it might be what y'all said. She was so in love with dude and he was handling his business, and which I believe he was. You know what I'm saying? Treating her how you're supposed to treat a motherfucker. At the same time, though, how are you that blind being a black person? We're not supposed to be that blind to shit.
Right.
Get what I'm saying? Like, we're always supposed to be prepared for those kind of people, right? Even if you marrying into, like, think about people who date interracially. You're already going into that not knowing if their parents are racist or not. And then you might meet the parents and they fucked up.
Right.
But you rocking with dude because you know he ain't on what his parents is on for real. You see what I'm saying?
I think I think then, like you said, like I think maybe it might have been some type of conversation or something. Maybe she ain't going too deep, but whatever it was that assured her
that he was
gonna be good.
Yeah.
He gave her that.
He
already.
gave her that.
It was straight.
Sure.
We don't know when it happened, but it had to happen.
I think the whole moving to America, all of that shit was kind of like the reassurance to his woman. Yeah. You know, men, we do shit to bend over to kind of give our women some security.
He better have. She, you know, that's the finest. That's one of the finest women in the world to me.
And he was so anti what they was on too. That was another security blanket she had. Like, I know he ain't on what they on. Yeah. You damn near fucking with me because you ain't on what they on.
I was gonna say it's got to be like
you did some old Princess Zamunda coming to America.
I was just gonna say he Hakeem there on the subway, like I denounced my throne type of deal. But I think she had to know like this is a big deal for him to even probably fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's way outside of that realm of anything that they got going on over there.
It's different levels of white people though, too. Like it's different levels that we don't see. Facts. So you could go in with your eyes wide open about this is what it is, and then they open up a whole nother corridor to some shit you ain't even know.
That's true.
Like that whole like how dark is the baby thing. Who would have ever saw that coming? Like, you know, that it's some racist motherfuckers in the family, but somebody's gonna come out and say some shit like that. But Don,
tell you, as soon as we found out they was dating, we was cracking them kind of jokes already because I know how racist these people started the slave trade. Nigga, like, what the fuck are we talking about?
But the thing about it is,
they're the reason we're in America.
I was watching CNN.
What are we talking about?
I was watching CNN. It's a whole different perspective of white because they didn't have slaves there. They didn't have them there. They shipped them out.
Yeah, they shipped them
here.
Shipped
them out.
Yeah, exactly.
They shipped them out. So their racism is completely different than the racism that we understand.
They still marched for George Floyd in London too.
Right. But
they tore up shit in London for George Floyd too.
And that's blind because they don't even understand. They don't understand the level of racism.
But there's a level of racism there though.
Because
they understand that.
It's real bad on Africans in London.
But it's a different level that we are not.
Muslims also.
You're not accustomed to because what you have endured here is like, oh, this is bad. You had no idea what that was going to be like in a London racist, like an English. It's a whole different level to that shit. And I'm sure that caught her off guard. It caught me off guard. But, whatever.
It is what it is, man. So, yeah, man, this was episode 68 of the Slick Talk with Scales podcast, Rap Life, featuring the homie Donovan Sherrod. If you just now tuning in, you missed it about 45 minutes ago. This nigga spit 32 bars of flame right here live on air.
Yeah, we throwing this mic out as soon as we get up out of here.
So warning to all rappers, when I book you for this show, from now on, know that you got to come down here and spit or you're going to be embarrassed. And Donovan Sherrod set the bar. So niggas going to have to top that when they come down here. Also, make sure y'all go get the homie album, Underrated, available everywhere. He doing drop-offs. You know what I'm saying? He out the trunk with this shit, and he on the internet out the trunk with it too. All digital platforms, Apple, Spotify, anywhere you can find that shit. Go check him out. Also, the Slick Talk with Scales podcast is available on YouTube. Please go to YouTube and hit that subscribe button, notification button. Me and Don are coming up with giveaways for our subscribers. We're trying to get to the 100th subscriber. I don't know, but we're going to do something real dope for you. Probably cash app you something and get you some merch. You know what I'm saying? So please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification icon so you'll know every time we go live. If you're not a Facebook person or if you're on Facebook checking us out right now, I appreciate everybody who rocked with us for this last hour and 45 minutes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, everybody who shared it, everybody who commented, tuned in, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? Give them your social media handles again, bro, where they can find you at.
You can find me on Facebook at Donovan Sherrod. You can find me on Instagram at it's DJ Baby 22. That's ITS DJ BABY22. You can find me on Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube. Anywhere you look and just type in Donovan Sherrod. Like, I'm literally gonna pop up anywhere. I don't give a fuck if you play the game. I'm popping up Donovan Sherrod.
My nigga.
Look at me anywhere.
For sure. Y'all got anything to say to the people before we get up out of here? Sheree, can
Suave banana clip out, baby.
Suave banana clip out. He out. Like Ryan Seacrest. Out. He out.
I got something to say.
Go ahead.
Promote your brand here at the Slick Talk with Scales podcast. We have premium placements and sponsorship opportunities across the web, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, and iHeartRadio. We got them all. Reach thousands of savvy listeners through targeted advertising at Slick Talk with Scales podcast. You can reach us at slicktalkwithscales@gmail.com or simply give us a call at 414-367-8011. That's 414-367-8011. Reach thousands of listeners through targeted advertising with Slick Talk with Scales podcast, a dope ass podcast.
That's dope. What the fuck was I about to say? Oh yeah, Tuesday, episode 69. Y'all know I'm nasty. I'm trying to give me a little surprise in here. I done had Mimi in here twice, so I couldn't bring Mimi back again, but I'm working on an old scripper. You know what I'm saying? Nice. I talked to two scrippers. So if the schedules work out, Tuesday we will have some. I have a scripper.
Is it all I ever dream?
Should I bring?
I don't know. Will she twerk? Can we get her to the twerk while she here?
Is it all I ever dream?
We gonna get the ones on deck just in case, but we got 4 or 5 days to set that up. So we'll see y'all on Tuesday, man. This was the Slick Talk with Scales podcast. We are out.
Please.
I've been sipping on ricotta, gon' pop me a bottle, pour me up a drink. Yeah, she been sipping on ricotta, gon' pour her a bottle, pour her up a drink, pour us up a drink. A ricotta, we gon' have a drink. A ricotta, everybody drinking. Ricotta, get you some ricotta. Oh, I've been sipping on ricotta. I've been sipping on ricotta. I've been sipping on ricotta. Ricotta or more. Drink like a boss.
I just gave you the idea. And you gonna make a thick teddy bear for her? Because if that's what you're gonna do, I'm with it.
Cool.
A teddy bear, a thick bitch teddy bear with some titties. I'm with it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, did I just ruin your surprise?
All right, cool.
Hashtag bad bitch on about me and you can say I need it. Yeah, put me in. I want a teddy bear with some titties. I need a bad bitch on about me. Y'all step outside. God,
No, that
just can't want some pussy.
that has to be an exclusive line. That's
sexual harassment. Oh yeah, because they definitely get Pepe Le Pew the fuck out of here. He definitely was on some sexual harassment.
He definitely was harassing the fuck out of her.
In his defense, it wasn't pussy. He didn't know it was a cat. He knew it was pussy though. If it was a skunk, he would have been in it. It was still pussy, boss. He didn't know she wasn't a skunk. And every time it happened.
But until we see him until we see him interact with a skunk, we don't know. We don't know. Dog is just overly aggressive.
His game worked on skunk. It didn't work on her. He didn't
What I
understand.
do?
Shit like this, that will work.
What? The behind the scenes
When
one?
the camera rolling, when it's pre-production. When
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
You don't understand when you were a kid.
But the problem with that is
what's the problem?
things get said that wasn't supposed to be said on camera. That's why they're said when the camera's off.
That's a fact.
Like, how many times have me, you, and Mimi have had conversation that would have been great, but because we said
instead of it being is the man trying to get with a man or a girl getting with a girl, that's it's still all engaging.
Well, these lights bright as fuck.
Kids knew it's like you knew.
You sit in the dark.
Watching Pepe Le Pew growing up.
That's actually one of the things I put on the list.
Sit in the dark?
No, talking about pet.
Because that gender identification.
I is a rapist. Rape him? That's not what you're supposed to do.
No,
get out, Don.
It's not. No, it's not about the rape. It's about knowing that you're as a man, you're supposed to like a girl.
Right.
So
now, if you take that away, because they're taking away gender roles, bathrooms are about to not have genders.
I'm just gonna stay at home for the foreseeable future.
No, okay. So did you see how they got her dressed for Space Jam too? No.
Yeah.
She's dressed like a stud.
Hey, that uniform whack as a bitch too.
Yeah, she's got like a buzz haircut.
She ain't got no curves.
Like a stud.
Yes.
She doesn't look like Lola Bunny looked in '94 and Michael Jordan shit at all, bro. Like 99 or whenever that shit came out, she don't look nothing like. Because it's a side by side online if you Google it.
I'm saying
she all thick and shit. The new one is like straight body, got on like shorts this long and a t-shirt under her jersey, like a stud.
Lola dressed like young M.A.
Young LL.
Young LB. A few months ago, they did the same shit with Jessica Rabbit. They even did that with Mr. Potato Head. He's just Potato Head.
He's just Potato Head now.
He just Potato Head. Not Mr. Where is Mrs.? Right. She in Toy Story, ain't she? Right.
They both are.
Man, what the fuck? So now who is he with now? Nobody? Yourself?
Right.
He's asexual.
They just gonna send you both. They gonna send you all accessories, yeah, for both. You can make them miss. Asexual. Yeah.
It's an asexual potato, dog.
What? You know, I used to think the world was bad when it was just a lot of niggas with a gang. I was scared of that world. Now you can't say shit to nobody.
Right.
Take me back to when it was, hey, you blood, you cuz, GD folks, Vice Lord, what you banging? Take me back to that.
I'm praying we stay uncensored as long as possible because the minute they don't start coming for our asses and what we saying next. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. You can't even say shit that you want to 140 characters on this shit. Or he coming for you.
I definitely said, ooh, you got a fat ass. And they was like, this comment may exemplify hate speech.
Trying to get me too. For big. Yeah. See what I'm saying?
We need to go ahead and just go to the Melanated People app.
Do they got one?
It's black. It's basically black Facebook. Real talk. Somebody made a black exclusive Facebook app.
90% of them stats you be talking about after posting, that should be on Twitter already. It just never made Facebook. I just take it on Facebook.
Okay, so these are different shirt
Y'all might want to stop in the hallway.
Yeah, because you don't want you.
Oh, you joining us or you bouncing? I just asked a question. No. We only doing out. We only doing an hour. We only doing an hour, nigga. I gotta get back to Destiny 2. I don't even know if I want to go live because it's so goddamn late. I'm not going live.
No, do it.
Go live? I mean, we can record it. We gotta go live.
I don't never know where you put it. Like the Oshi episode, like how can I say this? Because I'm thinking, in order for me to make clips, I need the video. So even if you just went live in the group and nowhere else, because ain't nobody gonna watch that shit. Just so I can find it.
Okay, so this is what I'm doing now. I'm gonna test it with this one. This is just me and you tonight. First of all, these are new microphones that I bought.
Word.
Well, because I need new mic, I went and bought new mics to do the town hall stuff, but I want to test out how they sounded first.
Right.
So I just hooked them up here and see how they sound. They sound fantastical. But no, what I do now is I save it's saved under the Deaf Fresh YouTube, but it's listed as private, so nobody can see it. So you can still pull everything you need from it, and then that Tuesday, I'll make it public or take it down and then re-upload it. Because I got a new editing software I'm working with. And apparently the computer needs to update.